Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
What's going on this week? Super exciting?
Yes, I have a question for you, though. All right. And this is not a trick question, and it's not a joke. What is the difference between a lawyer and an attorney?
That's a trick question.
No, no, it's not. I know it sounds like it should be. But really, an attorney is someone who has graduated from law school and has passed the bar exam so they can practice law in that state.
You don't need to do both. Yeah. You can just
a lawyer has just been to law school. So that's why Kim Kardashian, she's a lawyer. She's not an attorney. Interesting.
Do you have to finish law school?
Yeah, completed law school to be a lawyer. They can provide legal advice, but they cannot represent clients in court.
Interesting.
Nice. Oh, wait. Does that? Yeah, I don't know about Kim Kardashian. I don't know what she did.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to get sued now. Thanks. All right. Today, I wanted to talk about SEO, local SEO specifically for attorneys. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Specifically for, we'll go with personal injury attorneys, because I know everybody loves them, and they are in one of the most cutthroat categories on Google. So they are, well schooled in this. So if you are in the middle, or if you are, just graduating, just starting your own personal injury law firm, this is the episode for you. If you have your own law firm already and you're wondering if everything's going right and you're doing everything correctly, this is a good podcast to listen to, because I'll go through quickly what you should be doing. Okay?
Go. Ready. I want to interject.
Well, I'm going to have to do it, paint a lot of the stuff in broad strokes, because these are all almost individual podcasts of them on their own. And we have done podcasts on a lot of these. So if you hear a word and you don't know what I'm talking about, do a quick search of our library, and I'm sure there's a podcast there. Okay. So first thing, to organically rank. Organic means when somebody types in words that are related to your service, you want your business to appear. That's very different than pay-per-click ads, or it's the paid part of search, where somebody types in your service and you pay Google to show your business. Okay, so we want to make sure that's a big difference here. So organic ranking, almost universally agreed to give better leads that are higher quality and better qualified. So those are good. So first thing you're going to do on your Google business profile is do everything correctly. So fill out everything on that Google profile. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. Add services, add products, add description, add all the information that you can into that profile, because that shows Google that you are taking it seriously. You're an authority in your area, in your practice. Okay?
Yep.
So make sure that you're choosing your category correctly, right? So lawyer or law firm is a really, really big category. So there's tons of different specialties. So if you're an estate planning attorney, choose estate planning attorney. Don't choose lawyer. If you're a personal injury lawyer, choose
personal injury.
Personal injury. Thank you. All right. If you're a criminal justice, if you're a defense attorney of some sort, then criminal justice attorney. Be very specific. This is a common mistake that I see among law firms, especially, I don't know why, personal injury lawyers. They think that because they can do everything, they should do everything. But if your main focus, your main source of income is personal injury, then make sure you choose that as your category. Your subcategory is up to you. It doesn't really matter that much, but you want to have that personal injury category chosen. Hey, also, if you have multiple attorneys in your law firm, they are eligible for what's called a practitioner listing. Don't know what a practitioner listing is? Check our library of past episodes. I definitely did an episode about this, but it's basically where you can create another Google business profile for that individual attorney and their specialty. So you could have the law firm of whatever and whatever, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. That's one Google listing. And then you can have whatever, Chuck Dewey as a practitioner listing. So those are two great organic ways to bring in leads to your company. So do it. Practitioner listings are really cool. Make sure, though, that you're getting reviews. This should be at the top of mind. Reviews. Everyone you meet in a business setting can write you a review. So get reviews. Don't know how to get reviews, Jamie? What do you do?
Go to our webpage.
Yes.
Magnifiedmedia.net. Click on the podcast button and then click on the search bar for reviews and listen to the 500 podcasts you've done about reviews.
Right. So I told you these are a lot of stuff. All right. Next one. Get your site listed on every directory listing you can think of. That would be something like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest even. I know, personal injury on Pinterest. Oh boy. Yes. Foursquare.
How about Etsy?
Haven't heard. Huh? Sorry.
Etsy.
Etsy. No.
No.
Foursquare. No, you're not. Yeah, I don't think they'll let you on. Foursquare. Yes. I know you probably haven't heard of Foursquare in 15 years. They're still going strong and they have a super high domain rating. So create a listing there. YP, Yelp, the AVVO. I don't know how to pronounce it. Avo or Avo. Bing even. All of those places are great directory listings that you should have your site up on. Remember, name, address, phone number. Super important to be the same on all of those. Don't make any mistakes. That'll confuse that algorithm. Great.
Chamber of Commerce.
Sure. Join the chamber.
Very good for local.
Yeah, excellent.
Very good for local.
Good. There are lawyer-specific directory listings that, of course, are all paid. You can think about those. See what your competitors are doing if they're paying for them. If they are, you might want to consider it. Make sure. Okay, now we'll go to your website. Here's the other thing. The next one. Do everything correctly on your website. Don't know how to do it, Jamie? What do you do?
Refer back 15 seconds ago when I said,
I know.
Go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net. Click on the podcast. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead.
Excellent. So yeah, you can look up schema, right? Schema is super big for lawyers. Schema is the language that lives on the back end of your site that speaks directly to search engines with all the information that search engine needs in order to serve your site to the correct people. Make sure that you do schema. Make sure that your pages are all titled correctly. They all have the correct title. The title should have your service, personal injury law, your location, San Francisco, California, and whatever other information that you think is relevant. So car accidents, dog bites, bar fights, electrocutions, whatever your
drowning,
your specialty. Yeah, all that stuff. All right. So do everything. Make sure your heading structure is correct. If you don't know what that is, do a search and you can go here, listen to one of those podcasts about heading structure. All right. Last thing on your website you're going to have to do, and that is start creating content. And now I don't want you to write about your day. I don't want you to write about your law school. I want you to write helpful content for people that are looking for your service. So what's the first 5 things you do in a car accident? What's the first 5 things you do when you get pulled over for a DUI? These kind of things are really important. People are always searching. One really good tip, all of that content should be localized. So when I say localized, I mean it should have the name of the city or county where you want customers to come from. So which article is more enticing for you if you live in Chico, California? What's the first 5 things you should do when you're pulled over or you get in a car accident in Chico, California? Very
Probably
specific.
more likely a DUI, but go ahead.
Thank you. If I'm in Chico, I'm going to click that one as opposed to the one that's just what's the first thing, 5 things you should do in an accident. I'm going to click on the one that has Chico in the name because I'm in Chico. I want more relevant information to me. So localize those articles. That'll go a long way to improving your local ranking. All right. If you don't have the time to do this, start paying people to do so. Organic ranking, once everything is set up correctly, is all about content creation. All right. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jamie. I just want the phones to ring. Gosh darn it. Well, then you should consider 2 kinds of Google ads. One, regular Google ads, search ones at the top of the page. As a personal injury lawyer, you will be paying tons of money. When I say tons of money, we have clients spending upwards of $10K a month on Google ads. That's a lot of money. But for them,
$120,000 a year. It's crazy.
Yeah. But for them, if they get 1 or 2 cases a month out of that, that is easily paid for it by, 10 times over. It's crazy. That's how much money is in this area. And that's why it's so cutthroat, right? So consider Google ads. And the other one that you should really consider are the Google local service ads. That's otherwise known as Google Guaranteed. That's with your picture at the very top of the page. You pay for that with the stars next to your name. So those are, for lawyers, a gold mine if you have tons of 5-star reviews. So that's why I did mention reviews are really important. This is one of the paid areas where reviews are super important. If you are a personal injury lawyer and you can check to see who else is showing up in those local service ads, if your competitors have 200 or 300 5-star reviews and you have 10, that's why your phone won't ring, even if you're paying, if you're right next to them. It's just, that's the way it goes, man. So reviews. Your competitors know it and you should know it too. That's where those become key. And you will feel the difference when you start having tons of 5-star reviews. All right, Jamie. Whew, I think I got through all of them.
Yep. And during that time, I came up with 10 other things that personal injury attorneys should be doing. Feel free to contact Adam, and then he'll refer you to me. But is that all of your SEO? And then I can wrap it up?
That's all I got for today.
All right. Well, Adam, you're correct. You were talking super fast. So if you're listening to the podcast, listen to it again, but hit the slow down button, which let's do it at half speed so you can get all of what Adam was talking about. But the main thing he was talking about, he's talked about in every other, tons of other podcasts. So like I mentioned, go to magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast button. And then when he's mentioning schema or reviews or anything else, you can just type that in and listen to those podcasts to get a lot more detail. And he is correct. It's a really unbelievable amount of attorneys that are out there. And I bet all of them went to law school and business development. And nope, not one. And so anyway, if you know an attorney that is really struggling in this area, feel free, to be able to compete with all the big guys, feel free to share this podcast with them. And they will get a ton out of it. If you know anyone in the legal profession, your attorney, for example, go ahead and send them this podcast. It's great information. Chances are they'll listen to it on double speed so that they can get back to the case. And then if you've enjoyed this podcast, be sure to share this out with your contacts other than attorneys. Leave us 5 stars wherever you're listening to it, and we will talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.